Hey there, wanderers and travelers and adventure seekers. My name is Anna the Hobbit, and I am the owner of the Shire Bookstore here in Eddyville, Kentucky. And I am here with Dobby. And do not worry, Dobby does have his talk because Dobby is a free elf. And I'm here to do a book review on our book of the month for our book club here at the Shire. So at the Shire, we do have a book club. It's called the Book Club with No Name because we can't figure out what to call it. So we just call it that. One day, maybe we might have a book club name. I'm not sure, but as for now, it's called the Book Club with No Name, and we meet once a month to discuss books that we've chosen ahead of time. And the nice thing about it is that we kind of go around the table and someone picks out a book and we read it, and no feelings get hurt if we like it or not like it, but we get to expand our genre and that we usually tend to read. And this month it was this book here, The Alchemist by Mr. Paulo Coelho, and this is a classic. I have read this one before and we got to read it again, and I wanted to talk about it a little bit because this is my second read, and I 4-starred it the first time I read it. That's one of the nice things about Goodreads, is that you can kind of keep track of what you read. And so I 4-starred it, and I had read it in 2016. So it was a while ago that I read it. And this time around, it is a solid 4 stars for me also again, because I did enjoy the book. I did love the wisdom in it. I did love the ambience of it. This is the story of an Andalusian young boy named Santiago. Now, I did not catch his name in the book. I just called him the boy. But on here, it does say Santiago. So I did not know that. I didn't know that. So anyway, so that was kind of nice to know that his name is Santiago. And he is looking for his treasure, his personal legend. He meets an old king from Salem, and the old king tells him that he should go and find his treasure, and his treasure is at the pyramids. And so he goes on this adventure to go to the pyramids to find his treasure. And along the journey, a lot of things happen to him. He meets a gypsy, he gets to sell some crystal, he gets to go to an oasis, he travels the desert, meets a lot of people, and learns so much about himself. Also, as you're reading this book, there's little quips and quotes of wisdom, little quips and quotes on how to live. It really did speak to me, because so there are those people who like to remember the past. There are those people who are always thinking about the future, and then there are us who are present living people. I'm a very present living person. I don't think about the past that much. It's nice to honor it, and it's nice to remember. But I also don't worry or don't think about the future too much. Unfortunately, that's not good sometimes. But I am a very present living person. So I like the present. And this spoke a lot to present living people. So if you're a person who likes to reminisce about the past, or a person who's always thinking about the future, this might get a little annoying, a little frustrating, because it does speak a lot about being aware right now, thinking about right now, taking in the sights, taking in life, enjoying and savoring every moment. And that's kind of the feel that I got from this book. The only reason why it wasn't a 5-star, and it came close several times, I kept going back and forth, so maybe like a 4.5, but I kept going back and forth, is that some of the scientific stuff, and I know this is a magic realism book, but there were just some wisdom that I didn't agree with at all. There was some wisdom that I was just like, nah, no, not really, no, bad advice. I didn't like that. And then I don't know, because it was translated from the Portuguese, it seems choppy on some of the I think what they were trying to get through. But other than that, I love the book. I love the connection with the world around you. I loved the following your dreams and not waiting for the perfect time to do something good for yourself. And so there's this TED talk that I that I listened to a long time ago, and it really made sense. And of course, I'm a present living person, and we need to have friends in all camps. But she was speaking, and she said, sometimes we'll buy something that is very special. Like, for example, she gave the example of some nice candles, and in our mind, we're like thinking, yes, I'm going to buy these candles, and I'm going to make this dinner, and I'm going to light these candles and make a tablescape and light the candles. And the person buys these candles, sets them aside, and then sets them aside more and more, because it's not the perfect time to light the candles. It's not the perfect dish. It's not the perfect person. It's not the right thing, because we had an idea in our mind of how this was going to work out and play out. And then the candles are kind of getting in the way, so they'll put them in the box, and they'll put that box up in the closet, and before you know it, they're like, there's this candles there, and or you might forget about the candles, and you're cleaning out your closet, and there are these candles, and you're like, I never took them out, I never did the dinner, I never did met anyone, invited them for lunch or whatever, and the candles are melted, and they're destroyed, and you just throw them in the trash. And so or you keep them, hopefully they're not melted, and you're I'll just put them later, and I know that they're there for that perfect timing, and they never get used. And so I think a lot of times what this book helped me understand is, a lot of times we try to wait for that perfect time to do something fun, something new, something exciting, something different. And basically what she said is, get the candles, light the candles, and because you light the candles, it makes the day special, because you lit the candles. So you don't have to wait for a special day to light the candles, and that day becomes special automatically. And so that's what I took from this book. Lots of good stuff. If you're looking for a classic, this is a very short read. Let me see how many pages it is. It is 179. Wait a minute. Nope. It is 171. 171 pages, and there's actually some little pictures on it too, on the copy that I have. And so I read it in about 2 days. I read it, and it was just great. I really liked it. So if you are a dreamer, if you don't want like a long read, it's not going to go super in depth, but I did learn a lot. It was a lot of fun, and definitely recommend it. 4.5 stars for me. Second time around that I've read this classic book, and it is available here at the bookstore, and it is part of our book club. So if you have not joined our book club, come by. The next book that we are going to read is Agatha Christie's And Then There Were None. I've never read Agatha Christie before, and I'm excited to try that one out. So that's the next one. And we don't know what we're going to dress up as. We don't know what we're going to cook, but it'll be a lot of fun. So thank you so much, and you guys have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye-bye.